When I first heard my sister was getting married, I was genuinely happy for her. Despite our differences and occasional arguments growing up, I still believed that family was family. I assumed I would naturally be part of the celebration, maybe even play an important role. After all, we were sisters. But as the days went by and the wedding planning picked up, I realized something was off. I hadn't received any formal invitation, no phone calls, not even a casual mention of the date or location. At first, I thought it might be a mistake. I reached out to our mother, hoping she'd clear things up, but all she said was, "It's not my place to interfere. It's her decision." That sentence crushed me more than I expected. It confirmed my fears. My own sister had deliberately left me out of her wedding. I kept wondering what I had done to deserve that. We had disagreements in the past, yes, but nothing serious enough to cut me out of such an important moment in her life. I felt hurt, betrayed, and honestly, embarrassed. I didn't want to stay in town, watching everyone I knew dress up for a wedding I wasn't even invited to. So I made a last-minute decision. I booked a solo vacation to a coastal town I had always wanted to visit. While the rest of my family prepared for the wedding, I was boarding a plane with my suitcase and a heavy heart. The first day there, I took long walks along the shore, trying to let go of the bitterness. I read a book under a beach umbrella, watched the sunset in silence, and promised myself I wouldn't let her actions ruin my peace. I turned my phone off the night before her wedding. I didn't want to be tempted to check social media or hear secondhand stories about what I was missing. For the first time in weeks, I slept peacefully. The next afternoon, I finally turned my phone back on. That's when the chaos hit. My phone buzzed for nearly 5 minutes straight. Calls, texts, voicemails. It was my mom, some cousins, even a few of my sister's friends. Confused, I opened a few messages, and what I read left me stunned. The wedding had completely fallen apart. Apparently, right in the middle of the ceremony, a woman stormed in, my sister's fiance's ex-girlfriend. She claimed he had still been seeing her recently and brought proof, text messages, photos, even receipts. A few of the guests tried to remove her, but it was too late. The damage was done. Tension exploded into shouting. The groom tried to deny everything, but more people began to speak up. One of his own friends admitted he had known about the affair, but kept quiet. My sister reportedly ran out of the ceremony in tears, locked herself in a room, and refused to come out. The guests were left confused, and many ended up leaving early. What was supposed to be the happiest day of her life turned into a nightmare. I didn't know how to react. Part of me felt terrible for her. No one deserves to be humiliated like that, especially not on their wedding day. But another part of me couldn't ignore the irony. She had shut me out for reasons I still didn't understand, only to be blindsided by someone she trusted even more. A few days later, my mom called me. She told me the wedding was officially canceled and that my sister was devastated. She also mentioned how some family members had asked about me, wondering why I wasn't there. A few even suggested that maybe if I had been there, I could have helped keep things under control. Maybe I could have talked to her, supported her, or at least been someone she could lean on when